What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Drew here, owner and founder of Align Online. What we're going to do today is talk about one of the most important factors or most important things to think about when you're having upper back and neck pain, headaches, dizziness, which is what's your posture while you're sitting at a desk. We spend a lot of time sitting at a desk. We know it's important to have an ergonomical setup, a good posture while working. But why is that? Why is it important? And most importantly, what can we do to fix that? That's really what we all want to know. How can we make it better so that we can avoid the consequences that happen when we have bad posture, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Stick around. As always, it can be helpful to start with the definition. And in this case, we're talking about posture, and we're looking at what is ideal posture and what's poor posture. And ideal posture, the definition I like, is a balanced stillness, which means that when you're still in your ideal position, which we'll talk about later, the things in the front, the things in the back, the things on the left and the right, they're all at their appropriate length, and they're all strong enough to maintain that position for a period of time. You're balanced and you're still for a period of time. As you can see, the ideal posture would look something like your ears stacked over your shoulders, stacked over your hips. And that would be over your ankles and all the way down. We want to hold that position while we're standing, while we're sitting. Obviously, there's small differences, but the idea of the ears over the shoulders, over the hips is a good way to start to think about what is neutral posture. What then happens when we're sitting with bad posture? Well, it's not neutral. It's not balanced, right? It may still be, you may be still, but it's not balanced, meaning that some things are too short, some things are too long. It could be the front, the back, the left, the right. And what can happen, right? One easy example is if we're sitting slumped, your chest is becoming very tight and short, and your back muscles that would pull you back are becoming weak and long. And over time, that unbalanced stillness can lead to more dramatic changes. Muscles can actually shorten, muscles can actually atrophy and get extremely weak. People can get those postural deformities, the hunchback that we all want to avoid. Those things become a reality if we continue this bad posture for extended period of time, every day, 5 days a week, however many years. Those are the kind of issues we can avoid by addressing posture now and not letting it get to this point. So now that we know what good posture is, what bad posture is, we got to find out, do you have good or bad posture? It's obviously a gradient, and no one, I can tell you that, sits perfectly all the time. But we want to make sure that your tissues have the ability to at least find and hold that position for the amount of time that you need for work, right? Or work or hobbies, gaming, whatever you're doing sitting. Today we're talking about sitting. So what we're going to do is actually a test to measure how good your posture is. We'll be standing, but the same thing, like we said, the same posture would go for sitting or standing. So we're going to run through this test together. It's called the wall posture test. It's one of my favorites. And what I'm going to have you do is find the back of a door, if that's the only open place in your house, or open wall, and stand like you'll see in the video with your back on the wall. So we need 3 contact points. We need your bottom on the wall, we need your mid back or your shoulder blade area on the wall, and then we need your head on the wall. And then we also need your head level enough to where a book wouldn't fall off either forward or backward, right? That's cheating. You could get your head to the wall pretty easily if you cheat, right? But we're not doing that today. So go ahead and try to find that position and self-assess. Are you able to feel comfortable holding that? Typically, I'd have people hold that once they find the correct position for a minute. As you can see, it might not be as easy as you think. So if it was hard, that's okay, right? It's probably hard because you've sat in a position for so long where your tissues have adapted. Like we said, some things have gotten way too tight and restricted. Some things have gotten too weak with your back, your neck, certain muscles. That's my job to figure out that, right? But what I want for you is to be able to see, okay, like where do I need to get to and what can I do to get there? And trust me, we can definitely get you there. It's not a permanent thing. So the fix to get that posture right is pretty simple. It'd be identifying what areas are tight and need to be stretched. It'd be identifying what areas are weak and need to be strengthened, what areas are stiff and need to be mobilized. There's more examples, but we're keeping it pretty straightforward. And then you just do it until you can maintain the posture you need during the tasks you need to do. It really is that simple, and it's really that doable. So thanks for watching the whole thing. It's awesome that you stuck around. Posture is one of the most important parts of your health. If we can get that figured out, then you're in a great place. As always, reach out to me with any questions, and for a free consultation, go to my website, alignonlinept.com, and sign up, and I'll see you there.